What every modern president already knew. You cannot detain and deport your way to a better immigration system. Real reform takes time. It takes planning. It takes, shockingly, working with Congress. And what's happening right now is messy, it's unlawful, it is, quite frankly, an authoritarian exercise. It's about generating fear. It's a terror campaign. And the Department of Homeland Security, as we've talked about today, is completely and totally out of control. ICE has become a paramilitary force, and our Republican colleagues just infused it with billions and billions of more dollars so they can continue their terror campaign. It operates completely lawlessly without any accountability, with masks, no ID, unmarked cars. You've all talked about it today. It's all deeply, deeply disturbing. And I want to focus on the aspect that others have touched on, the aspect of racial profiling. So if I could, Ms. Shabaya, is it legal for the police to use racial profiling in law enforcement?
It is not.
And what damage does it do when we racially profile?
I think it's hard to overstate because it does damage to the particular individual who is profiled. It also does damage to the community because people are terrorized and they think that if they look a certain way or are from a certain country or have an accent, that they are going to be targeted. And it also does damage to the enforcement authorities themselves because the people who are engaging in this behavior are losing a fundamental and critical aspect of human empathy and respect for others. And I think that we are really underestimating how damaging this is for all of us, like for everyone, for the perpetrators and for the people who are subjected to this behavior.
I am so glad that you mentioned that because that is something that I've been thinking about in earnest in the last few weeks. We are not just dehumanizing these immigrants, these migrants, these people seeking refuge here, these people who are seeking asylum. We, through this process that my Republican colleagues are enabling, we are dehumanizing the people who are perpetrating the violence on these people. They are losing their humanity. They are losing their compassion and empathy. And this is something that has happened the world over, right? This is not a surprise. This is what happens. People forget their own humanity, and that is to the detriment of all of us. I see that my time has expired. I cannot thank you enough for spending the time with us today. We're not letting this go. We're not letting it go. I yield back.
Thank you, Congresswoman Becca Balint. It is why we're here. We're not letting it go. Thank you.
This week, we learned that 75% of the men on that plane to El Salvador, the men that President Trump claimed were the worst of the worst, were in fact not hardened criminals. Are we surprised that it was another example of optics over evidence? 75% of these men, no criminal charges in the United States. One of these men, 31-year-old Andre Hernandez Ramirez, who was snatched off the streets, put on a plane to El Salvador to rot in prison. Andre is not a gang member. He's not a terrorist. He's no threat to anyone. He is a son, a brother, a makeup artist, a hairdresser. He is a man who fled his home country to come to the United States because he feared for his life because he's gay. We are being lied to. These kinds of cruel tactics are not necessary to keep us safe. This is about taking away due process, intimidating us into silence and submission. If this administration will do this to Andre, they will do it to anyone. We are all at risk. Protect